What's up, you guys? It's your girl Darielle Yvonne back again with another mother freaking video. And as you cannot tell by that title, as you cannot tell by that thumbnail, it's about time, you guys. We are already in freaking February. And I wanted to apologize again, as I did yesterday in my last video, for not posting as much last week, because I know I've been, on this train about consistency. This is the year of consistency, but I just really was not feeling well. I don't know if you guys can still hear it in my voice, but I really was not feeling well, and I'm trying to come over that, but I am back, you guys. But before we get into that video, let's get into that intro. Okay, you guys, so as you guys can tell by the title, as you can tell by the thumbnail, this video is basically just a brief introduction to my 14 Days of Love series. I've been wanting to do different things on my channel, like the vlogs are cool, you guys, but my heart isn't always in the vlogs, because you have to, in order to vlog, you have to be picking up that camera every time you do something. And some things, especially when I'm out on dates with my boyfriend, I just want that us time, because we're both working people and the weekends are the only time we really get to hang out with each other. So to do something different, I will still probably do a vlog, but to do something different, I wanted to give you guys a 14-day of love series. It's gonna basically compose of like basically my love story with my boyfriend, one of my worst breakups compared to like being in a healthier relationship. It's also going to be about Black love. It's also going to be about artists that have helped me through some tough breakups, as well as the artists I like to listen to when I'm in love. It's just so much is going to go into this. And this is not going to be a long video, but for me, the definition of love, so I can tell you guys, this is what the series is going to be about. It's basically a deep feeling that I have for something or someone. It's so intense to the point where if I don't have it, it hurts. Like, it's just, it has so much impact and holds so much weight to me. For example, the way how I love my boyfriend, the way how I love my mom. Like, I always have to explain to people, I love my mom. I genuinely love my mom and will step 10 toes if needed. Do not get confused. But I don't love everybody. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of people, not a good portion, but there is a portion of people that I do genuinely, like, but I don't love you enough. Like, I don't have that love for you. I don't have that deep passion, that intense feeling that I've thought about it. I'm like, God forbid I lose my boyfriend. I get sad over that thought. That's when I learned, I was like, oh shoot, like I actually do truly love this person. I get sad when I think about not, God forbid, having my mom. Like that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, this is like a deeper feeling that I have for these people in my life that I truly love. But for the people I'm like, the other one bites the dust. Bites the dust. So messed up, but that's just, that feeling is not there. And I remember even being in relationships, and that word just always held so much weight that somebody, I had to explain to them, I'm like, bro, like I cannot just tell you I love you, because then I don't genuinely mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just, that's a word you just don't, like, friend. You don't throw the friend, you're not supposed to throw the friend word out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the word love, and people just have to understand, like, it means a different thing for everybody. What it means for me, it may not mean for you, but it's just such a deep feeling. It's that intense feeling that I have for something or someone, that the thought of not having that thing or that person in my life anymore hurts. Like, it makes me want to cry. I would do anything for that person that I truly love. It's just, love is just such a beautiful thing. I love seeing couples be in love, especially Black love, because I am Black, and I love that representation being out there. Representation, I said right, being out there, because a lot of times we don't have Black love to show us that Black people are in happy, committed relationships, are in raising their kids in two-parent households, that where the mom and the dad are married. They're not just, out here reproducing for any Tom or Harry out here in these streets, and that Black men are actually coming back home, and not just, the joke that everybody likes to say, not just leaving for a pack of cigarettes, not just leaving for, a gallon of milk and not coming back. I love when I see people like Remy Ma in, you know, on social media, on TV, broadcasting her Black love, because we don't have enough of that. We don't. It made me feel like for so long, like, is it possible to be loved by somebody within my own community? Like, I want to love somebody as much as I love myself. And love is so much deeper than just loving another thing. Loving yourself as well. The way I love myself, I no longer allow myself to accept the things that I used to accept, because when I did not love myself, the things I was accepting, y'all, was crazy. But now that I love myself and I have that deep, intense feeling for myself, you can't say nothing to me. And I'm not accepting buffoonery no more. My standards is up here, and I'm not allowing nobody to tell me that Darielle that loves herself does not deserve them standards to be up here and needs to come down here. No, honey, you're down here. You could stay down here, because some man that God has for me is up here to meet my standards the same way how I'm going to meet his standards. Because the person that God has for me is who I was supposed to be for them as well, so that we can mesh together and create this thing called love. When you love somebody, you are always there for them. You always find a way to make things possible, to make that person smile. At the end of the day, when they are sick, you are nursing them back to good health. When they are hungry, you are making sure they eat. When something is off about them, you know, because that love, that connection, that bond that you build is so strong. So strong. Love is such a beautiful thing when it's built on a foundation of strength and love. You do not have to believe in God, but for somebody like me that does, I invite God into my relationship, because it's just so important to me that we continuously be reminded of why we are together now. I want, when I have kids, I can teach them what love is. So speaking of what love is, I did look up the definition on my handy dandy iPad that's about to die, because this is barely ever charged. But anyways, I mean my password. Stop. So the definition according to Google, it says it's an intense feeling of deep affection. Babies fill parents with feelings of love. The second, this is a noun definition, is a great intent and pleasure in something, his love for football. As for the verb, feel deep affection for somebody. He loved his sister dearly. So that's more of the part that I was talking of loving someone, how I love my mom, you know, my boyfriend, you know, even though my siblings don't think I love them, I do. You know, I still love y'all, you know. Or like or enjoy very much. I just love dancing. So I love food. We're gonna get into it. I love my boyfriend, but the love I have for him and the love I have for my mom, for instance, it's two different types of love. They're not the same for me. Like, the love I have for my mom is because I've known you since I was, you know, I can't get that graphic on here, but since my dad decided he wanted to mate with you. Once he decided he wanted to mate with you and create me, and you decided you was gonna welcome me into your womb and give birth to me, and I learned who you were. I feel like as a kid, you always know who your mom is. As a baby, you always know who your mom is. I love my mom since then. And that love that I have for her is a lot different than the love that, you know, I have for my boyfriend, who I've known for, you know, a certain amount of time. And it's just different. And I think the reason I'm getting emotional is because the thought for me to not ever have the people around that I truly love, it's a lot. I'm gonna take a second. Y'all, I'm back. Sorry y'all, my eyes they were starting to water up too much, because when I think about people I love, and you know, I don't express it as much as I probably should, which is a problem. That's something I need to work on. And I think the problem comes because I have built this wall up. Like, the people I love the most are the people that I don't try to keep myself around the most, because I have so much that I'm trying to work on, and I don't vocalize this enough to people, but I have so much that I'm trying to work on in my life, and I want to be at a different space than where I'm at now, so that when I am around them, I'm not this person that's, you know, trying to put on this facade that's happy, and like, I'm actually genuinely, like, I am a happy person, but you know, I have my moments where I'm like, damn, you know. But back to love and what love is for me. Like, the love I have for my siblings is different. The love I have for, you know, I don't think y'all have ever seen Stormy, but for Stormy, it is different. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, even like babies. It can be babies I don't really even know like that, and that, I don't know what it is to me and kids, but it's like that love that I just have for kids is just, I'm in like protective mode. Like, I don't play about kids, and it ain't even gotta be my baby, but I don't play about kids, period. So it's like, love is just, it means different things for me when it comes to different things, different people. Like, everybody, my level of love for people is just so differently, but it's all the same thing. It's that intense feeling that I have of like, I love you. Like, I care so much about you. Like, you mean so much to me in my life. Like, the thought of you not being there makes me like cry. Compared to somebody I like, where it's like, once again, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. You know, like, I'm okay with you leaving. But for somebody I love, I'm not okay with that. Like, just like, if I express the love I have for my boyfriend, but that's gonna be a video on its own. It's a story, it's a book, y'all, because it's just my first real relationship where somebody accepts me for me as a person, and I don't, you know, have to put on this tough girl exterior, and I can let down, and I'm not gonna let no tears fall, y'all, because my mom raised a thug, but my eyes will water. But being with somebody that, you know, genuinely loves you and cares about you and will do anything for you, and you don't have to beg them to do anything for you. You don't have to feel like when you're asking for something like you're a burden, or like you don't deserve those things, because you don't love on yourself to know that you deserve your standards that's up to here, and you don't have to bring it to somebody else that's down here. You know, it's just, boy, the love I have for this person is way different than any love I've ever had for anybody I've ever dated. And it's a healthy love, because there's different, like I said, there's different types of love. You have that toxic love. You have that, I'm going to keep you here just because I don't want to be with nobody else love. And you have that healthy love, that true, genuine, natural love that is sincere. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that is before I started getting on here boo crying. I'm not gonna do all that. So, welcome to my introduction to my 14 Days of Love series. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell, because it's about to be 14 days of love for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, make sure you don't forget to watch my last video, which is my story time about Zoe. Y'all, if you ain't watching it, what are you doing, girl? Make sure you go watch that, and watch all the other videos too, and tell your friend, tell your mama, your cousin, tell somebody about me so they can join on the train. But like I said, you guys, it was nice talking to you guys, and until next time, peace.